Hello students, welcome back to the next session on data handling, which is the last session of this data handling. With this video, our data handling chapter will be getting over. In previous video, we had completed exercise 3.3, which is fully based on bar graphs and double bar graphs. In previous video, I had given a homework question. Now I am attaching the solution to that homework. You just note down it. Today we are going to finish the last exercise of the data handling, which is fully based on the concept of chance and probability. If you listen to weather forecasts, you could hear the expression like this: there is a strong likelihood of rain tomorrow. In the afternoon, there is a possibility of thunder. The rain will probably clear towards evening. When we listen the weather forecast, we will be having these kind of statements. The statements will be happens or may not happens. There is a chance of happening or otherwise it will not happen. So that is called a chance. So chance is the possibility of something happening. For example, we can say there is a strong likelihood of rain tomorrow. But what will actually happen, that we may not know. We can able to predict, we can able to guess there will be rain tomorrow. But actually tomorrow there will be rain or may not be rain. That and all will happen tomorrow only. So what will happen in the future, that we can able to predict, we can able to guess. But it may happen or may not happen, that was not sure. So that is the chance, which is the possibility of something happening. Next, probability. Probability uses numbers to tell us how likely something is to happen. So probability is the numerical representation of a chance. For example, if we are seeing any sports in a TV, for example, if we are seeing any cricket match, means we can able to predict, okay, this team will have a 50% of chance to win. Or otherwise we can say this team will surely win, 99% I am sure. So we are predicting using that percentage. We are predicting using a numerical value. That is called the probability. So probability is the numerical representation of a chance of happening. The probability or chance of something can be described by using the words such as impossible, chance, certain, etc. like that. So these three words, impossible, chance, certain, will be used according to the situation. For example, in India, the sun will rises in the west. That will be impossible. So that situation, we can use a word impossible. Chance means there will be probably rain tomorrow. There may be a chance. It will happen or may not. So for that situation, we can use a word chance. Next is certain to happen. Certain to happen means will surely that situation will happen. In India, the sun will rises in the east. Surely that will happen. So for that situation, we can use a word certain to happen. Nextly, we are going to see about trial, events and outcomes, which are all the basic concepts of finding probability. Consider an example of throwing a die. The act of throwing a die is called a trial. If you are throwing a die means we will be getting a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So these 6 are the total possible outcomes of throwing a single die, which is called a sample space and it is represented as S. And if we are throwing a die means we will be surely having a single outcome at the up. that is called an event. So event is one which describes a single outcome, and sample space means the total possible outcomes of a trial. So the probability formula is P of E is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes, where P of E is called the probability of an event. So take an example of coin. It has a head side and a tail side. Since the coin has only two sides, there are only two possible outcomes. Therefore, the total possible outcomes when flipping a single coin is 2. It will either lands on head or tails. There is a chance of head or chance of tail. So according to the particular event, we can represent the number of favorable outcomes. If it is a head means the favorable outcome will be head, so that the number of favorable outcome is equal to 1. If it is tail means the favorable outcome is tail, so that the number of favorable outcome is 1. Thus we can use the formula probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. So with the basis of these definitions, we are going to start exercise 3.4, which is the last exercise of this chapter, data handling. Question number 1. Tell whether the following situations are certain to happen, impossible to happen, can happen but not certain. So here we are given 5 situations. So according to the situations, we have to answer whether the situation will be certain to happen, which means the situation will surely happen. Impossible to happen means will not surely happen. Can happen but not certain means there is a chance of happening, but we cannot sure. So we have to read the situations and we have to answer according to this situation. Solution. First subdivision. You are older today than yesterday. Yes, it is sure, because we are growing every day, so that we are older today than yesterday. So it is certain to happen. Next, second subdivision. A tossed coin will land heads up. It can happen but not certain, because when you are tossing a coin means there is a chance of heads or tails, so that the situation can happen but not certain. Next, third subdivision. A die when tossed shall land up 8 on the top. No, it is impossible, because a die consists of numbers from 1 to 6. So landing 8 on the top, it is impossible. Fourth subdivision. The next traffic light seam will be green. Yes, it may happen, but we cannot sure, because there will be a red color or orange color in a traffic light. We cannot say for sure, so that this thing will happen but not certain. Next, fifth subdivision. Tomorrow will be a cloudy day. Yeah, it may be, but we cannot say for sure, because tomorrow will be rainy or tomorrow will be too hot. That we cannot say for sure, so that the situation can happen but not certain. Question number 2. There are 6 marbles in a box with numbers from 1 to 6 marked on each of them. First subdivision. What is the probability of drawing a marble with number 2? Second subdivision. What is the probability of drawing a marble with number 5? So in this question, we are given that 6 marbles which are numbered from 1 to 6. We have to find the probability for the event of getting 2 and the event of getting 5. Solution. First subdivision. The total number of marbles marked with number from 1 to 6 is equal to 6. So we are given there are totally 6 marbles. Therefore, the total number of possible outcomes are 6, which means the number of sample space, that is n of s, is equal to 6. We have to find the probability of number of marble marked with a 2. there is only one marble out of 6 which is marked with number 2. Therefore, the number of favorable outcomes, that is n of e, is equal to 1. Therefore, probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes, which is equal to n of e by n of s, which is equal to 1 by 6. Second subdivision. So we are given that the total number of marbles are 6. Therefore, the total possible outcomes, that is the sample space n of s, is equal to 6. And we have to find the number of marble marked with the number 5. Since there is only one marble that is marked with the number 5, therefore the number of favorable outcome, that is n of e, is equal to 1. Therefore, probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes, that is n of e by n of s, which is equal to 1 by 6. Question number 3. A coin is flipped to decide which team starts the game. What is the probability that your team will start? Solution. A coin has two faces, that are head and tail. Therefore, the number of possible outcomes, that is the sample space n of s, is equal to 2. When we are flipping a coin, we will be getting either a head or tail. Therefore, the number of favorable outcomes, n of e, is equal to 1. Hence, probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes, which is equal to n of e by n of s, which is equal to 1 by 2. Question number 4. A box contains pair of socks of two colors, black and white. I have picked out a white sock. I have picked out one more with my eyes closed. What is the probability that I will make a pair? Solution. It can be observed that while closing the eyes, one can draw either a black sock or a white sock. Therefore, there are two possible cases, which means n of s is equal to 2. And out of that, they will be surely pick only one sock. Therefore, n of e is equal to 1. Hence, probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes, that is n of e by n of s, which is equal to 1 by 2. So with this question, our exercise 3.4 is over. Also, our chapter 3 data handling completed. So let us recall what we had discussed in this chapter, data handling. First, we had seen about arithmetic mean, which is equal to sum of all observations divided by number of observations. Then range. Range is equal to highest observation minus lowest observation. Then we had seen about median. If n is odd, then median is equal to n plus 1 by 2th observation. Then mode. Mode is the number that occurs most often. Then we had seen about bar graphs, double bar graphs. And in last exercise, we had seen about chance and probability, where probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. So these are all the concepts we had discussed in this chapter, data handling. Thank you, children.